Today are from the Jackson Catholic Parishes. We have the pastor of St. John the Evangelist, Father Chaz Canoy, Queen's pastor, Father Tim McDonald, and the parochial vicar at St. Mary's Star of the Sea, Father Tyler Arns. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us, Bart. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Merry
to all of you
Christmas.
as well.
Like the green tie there.
Well, thank you very much. The parochial vicar. So that's your title. You are assisting Father Tim Nelson at St. Mary, but you're a brand new priest.
Correct. I was just ordained priest in June and assigned to St. Mary Star of the Sea in Jackson.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, parochial vicar, that sounds like a title and a position that someone with a long tenure as a priest would get, but right out of the
It's
chute.
a fancy title, so it sounds like I should be more important or higher rank or something. But no, Father Tim Nelson is the pastor of St. Mary, and I'm his associate pastor.
Great to have you here in Jackson.
Thank you.
So today I thought we'd check in with each of the parishes, find out what's going on. First up, though, I want to mention at St. John, Father Chaz, you have a former employee of JTV working for you.
Yes, his name is, as you know, Bill Mitch. He's our new director of parish operations, and you know him even more than I. He just started, and he's been a parishioner. He had become Catholic, and then once we got to know each other, he just was very much part of the parish life, and because of that involvement, I even invited him to be part of the pastoral council. And during that time of being part of the pastoral council, he just exhibited a great interest in evangelization and the faith. And so,
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
oh, look at that.
So he almost joined the Marines. So we went to Marine Corps training boot camp a few years ago, and there we are. Before we flew the what was that, the F-52 or something. We
Wow,
actually
look at
didn't
that.
fly it, but yeah, we had a great time. We loved having Bill here, and we miss him, but he's going to be great for your parish.
Yeah, good to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only been he's just got started last week.
And he's fairly newlywed.
A couple weeks ago, I should
Yeah,
say.
and
yeah.
Baby.
Brand new baby.
Brand new baby.
I did the marriage last year, and was able to see. Abby Mitch was the reason why he got exposed to St. John, because they would come to church there at St. John, and they had met at the house. He worked for the house, the state house, and through that romance, they got married, and now they have little Lucy Jo. Lucy Jo is their first daughter.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, he'll be. The parish will be well served by Bill. And you were out, cold day today, to be out blessing playground equipment.
Oh, you've been watching Facebook, huh?
Yeah.
God bless it. Yes, we $85,000 worth of donations for a new playground structure at Queens that fortunately are in Lumen Christi colors, so the Fighting Titans are pretty happy about that. And the children got chills when I blessed them with the holy water. It was really quite something.
Did it turn to snowflakes?
I said, if it sizzles, you need to see me. So we made those slides a little bit more slippery. That's pretty hot off the presses. That was less than 4 hours ago. This is a breaking news story on JCB. Where's the flashing light?
Now, it looks like it's plastic, so there's no danger of kids getting their tongues stuck on the playground equipment.
We're not going to test that. Maybe they were doing that today. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and Father Aaron's brand new priest. You were just ordained in June. We have a picture from the ordination. And there you are, yucking it up with the bishop. What was so funny?
I don't know. That was right after ordination. I was very happy. My parents are actually the ones standing right behind me.
Awesome.
My dad on the left, my mom in the middle. Yeah.
You are from St. Mary.
Actually, that's Bishop Mengling.
Oh,
Bishop Emeritus
He came
Carl
out of
Mengling.
retirement for this.
Well, he comes out for the
big
bring out the
things.
big guns. Yep.
That's awesome. You're one of them. 2 new priests ordained in June. And amazingly, you are from St. Mary's in Westphalia,
Yeah.
which has produced, and I don't want to embarrass Queens and St. John's, but I can't help, 22 priests from that one parish.
Yeah. And I broke the tie.
Oh.
Is what I'm told.
With Fowler,
Yeah.
we're going to have to go back to the record books on that one.
Father Tim's the former pastor of.
Yes, I'll always defend Most Holy Trinity of Fowler, which is the sworn enemy, except those 2 parishes that are Mary all the time. But aren't you the first to be ordained from Westphalia in 40 years?
Yeah.
So he broke a long dry spell. It's been a while.
What is it about? Is there something in the water in Westphalia that? What was it about growing up in that church that inspired you?
Well, I think it's the church, but the towns, both Fowler and Westphalia, are in those parishes, respectively, Most Holy Trinity in Fowler, St. Mary in Westphalia. The towns and the parishes really go together like hand in glove, and they're close-knit families. We have deep Catholic roots. The faith is something that's been passed on from generation to generation, and you still have a supportive, context, I think, for vocations.
For example, when the girls won the state basketball championship, what's the first thing they do to celebrate?
Have a parade, homecoming parade.
Well, they also had mass with Father Eric Whitmer. I mean, this is the public high school, right?
Yeah.
And so it's very much, it's
the
like
kids
the whole
usually
town is
all
Catholic.
go to mass on Saturday night before they go to prom, So those are things that are just part of the tradition.
And after your ordination, what did Westphalia do?
Father Chaz likes
yes.
to tell people about that one.
Yes.
The fire trucks?
The fire trucks, and they have the light post. We have whenever there's a big event in town, the light posts have all the banners. Well, it says congratulations, Father Tyler. Yeah. I mean, it's just
congratulations on your priestly ordination, Father Tyler Arns. And there aren't just a few. Like they wrapped like a whole bunch of the poles around the downtown Westphalia, which isn't that big, but
that's cool. That's exciting.
And you had a fire
downtown.
truck.
That's
a
impressive.
fire
Actually, I don't
truck
think anyone's
entrance.
ever called that downtown Westphalia. I think I'm the first one to do that. But
The four corners.
they actually just started taking them down, so they got a good run.
That's great. That's great.
Well, if you have priests in training, maybe you do a ticker tape or something when they come back from ordination.
What did we do to welcome you to Jackson?
You took me out to dinner.
We paid for his dinner.
Yeah.
The ticker tape parade will be later.
That's right.
And it's rare that you are spotted out for dinner. You, on the other hand, are out just about every night.
Oh, really?
This is more breaking news.
Where was he last night?
Well, let's talk about dinner, because at Queens, the community-wide Christmas dinner is...
Yes, coming up on Christmas Day, 2 o'clock. So anybody out there that doesn't have anyone to spend Christmas with, you see your number on the screen there. You can call and be our guest. Served on fine china, family style, with some of your closest strangers. And we all leave as friends. And we're still looking for volunteers as well. So show up on Christmas Day, especially if your family celebrates on Christmas Eve. Show up on Christmas Day. 2 o'clock, we need help with setup, serving, and cleanup especially. But it's a big event, 100 volunteers, 300 guests. So we're back to our pre-COVID size, so we're very happy about that.
Yeah, and the format back to pre-COVID too, with
Yes.
the family style.
Definitely, and more to go. Everybody leaves with some food, probably, I think most people would get another day's eating out of that.
Yeah,
It's really great.
awesome event, and it's for anyone and everyone. And you can, if you need a ride too.
I'll come pick you up.
Yeah,
Unless you're a minor.
Are you sure you want that?
someone will pick you
They
up.
wouldn't want to ride in a car if they saw the way I drive. So.
Now I first met you at Braywell's.
Right.
You and Father Chas were out looking at the Braywell's, one of your first exposures to Jackson. What do you think of
Great
the
event. And it's sad to hear that it's the last year for it. So I'm hoping there'll be something even better in the future. Yeah.
There's something up their sleeves. We just don't know what.
They ran out of walls.
They did.
They didn't paint our churches. Wait a minute.
You knew that it was the end when they had their paint sale after it was all over. So Christmas falls on a Sunday this year, and parish I was visiting in North Carolina, they were saying, well, because Christmas is on a Sunday, our collections are going to be down, because normally we get the Sunday collection, the Christmas collection, but that's as a budget watcher, that's something you got to take into consideration, isn't it?
I'll let the pastors answer that one.
Well, we both reminded our congregations that to make sure that they don't forget one or either, right?
We said give online.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Online giving.
And that is most of the giving now online?
We have more people that give each week with an online gift than those that put an envelope in the basket. And the nice thing about that online gift is even if they're not there, we're still getting their gift. Yeah. If they forgot to come to Mass, or if they're going to Mass somewhere else, if they're on vacation, if they are ill, or had a better opportunity, the money's still in the bank.
Right, nothing
Keeps the lights
falls on
on.
the floor when the basket passes around.
Well, we draw the circle, yes, and then
So, is it harder or easier than with Christmas on a Sunday? It's a little It's a little lighter workload, isn't
I think
it?
for us it's easier. You consider that last year it would have been on Saturday, and then we had to turn around and have some Sunday masses that were very poorly attended since everybody had already gone to church. But that's the interesting thing, you know, Christmas is movable through the week. Easter is always on Sunday, but you know can have a 6-week variant in terms of which Sunday it's going to be on. But we roll with those punches, and we're so happy to see people come out in droves. And Jesus is worth it. Our deacon was preaching on Sunday, and he was quoting somebody's song. I can't remember the name of the singer, but it was a child asking, "Where's the line to see Jesus?" He was in the mall for Santa, but he wants to know where's the line to see Jesus. Apparently, they're all in line to see Father Tyler. So maybe for confession.
That might be true.
Oh, that's a confession. People go before Christmas, before the.
Yes. 2 more chances. One at Our Lady of Fatima and one at Queens.
Let's talk
That's
about
Tuesday and Wednesday, right?
the schedules at each of your churches and missions that you've got coming up.
Sure,
We'll start with you.
we've got the normal Sunday schedule, except we added 2 masses on Saturday evening because that's the most popular. So it's a 4 o'clock. This is for Christmas Eve. 4 o'clock at St. John, 4:15 at St. Joseph on Waterloo, and then of course the midnight mass. So those are the 2 that we added.
What time is the midnight mass? Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
Midnight?
That's not
a good
unreasonable question.
Yeah.
My midnight mass growing up was 9:30 p.m.
There you go.
Yes.
In Westphalia?
And they called it the midnight mass?
Yes.
How does that? It sounds like the
it's always
9:30
midnight
mass.
somewhere.
They roll the
So-
sidewalks up early in Westphalia, don't they? Yeah.
Yes, and so because it's a normal Sunday mass schedule, for anyone who wants to take, what's the last chance mass? The last chance mass will
Last chance
still
or
be going.
chance?
The last chance mass at 5 p.m. on Sunday, Christmas Day, will still be on, in case anyone is wondering.
All right.
Isn't that something? We're mixing it all up at Queens. We're doing everything on Christmas Eve. So we have the contemporary ensemble singing at 4 o'clock, the children's mass, where I'll ask them ridiculous questions and get equally ridiculous answers. We're having an overflow mass in the gym, 4:15, 6:30 with our children's choir, midnight, probably beginning at 12:03 a.m. That's when I usually wind up at the back of the church ready to start. And then only 9 and 11 on Sunday, Christmas Day. Our experience has been everybody's going to go on Christmas Eve, and on Christmas Day they're very busy taking down their Christmas tree.
Oh.
Sad, isn't it? I'm the Grinch.
Yeah, that's the first day of Christmas.
That's what yes.
Yeah.
Preach, brother.
Yes. Doesn't end until the baptism of the Lord.
Amen. Monday, January 9th.
Actually,
Yes.
if you want to get real serious, you could go to February 2nd for the presentation.
Yes.
Ooh, that's what the Vatican
That's when my
does.
grandpa and grandma would take their Christmas tree down. There weren't any needles left on
We
it.
keep
but-
it up.
Till February 2nd.
No, not that late. But now maybe we will.
Yeah.
Presentation.
Yep.
Well, let's see if the parochial vicar can remember the 14 masses
Yeah.
between
That's
St.
what I brought.
Mary's
I
and
brought a
St.
card.
Stan's.
4 p.m. St. Stan's on Elm Street. 5:30 p.m. at St. Mary. That's the children's mass. 5:30 p.m. at the Sacred Heart Community. That's our Spanish mass at St. Stan's on Elm. 7:30 p.m. Vigil Mass at St. Mary. 11:30 p.m. Carol sung at St. Mary. 12 midnight, the real midnight, at St. Mary. It's a very popular and beautiful mass. And then Christmas morning, 9 a.m. at St. Stanislaus on, again, Elm. 10 a.m. at St. Mary, and then 12 noon at St. Mary. That's our traditional Latin mass.
Allow extra time for that. It does go longer.
The Latin mass?
Yes.
That's why that's the last one.
Yes. Now, you all have families. What's your family tradition at Christmas?
Well, my family is in Missouri. That's where I grew up. And we had an early Christmas because they all came in December 1st for my, they hosted a 50th birthday party for me.
Happy birthday.
At the parish. They invited all the parishioners, whoever could fit in the parish center, whoever RSVP'd first got to go. And so that was our family Christmas. So I'll be sticking around here. Ever since my parents died, both of my parents passed, they've come up here because of being a priest. You know, it's my 2 brothers and my 2 sisters-in-law who live in my hometown, in our hometown. They've come up, so I've been very thankful for that.
Nice.
But,
Now, your family's not too far away.
My family is in Flint. Now, let me tell you something, Bart Hawley. Everybody's bucket list should include Christmas in Flint. I mean, Norman Rockwell, it's really all based on that. You know, you're talking about the Westphalia vocations. We've talked before that I'm one of 3 priests in my family, and people say, was there something in the water? We said, well, it is Flint. We know there is. Yeah. But my family used to celebrate on Christmas Eve. But as deference to those of us who work those holidays, they moved it to Christmas Day. And so after the community dinner, then I make the 100-mile drive. Then after about 2 hours when my nephew was annoying me, I say, look at the time, and then I come all the way back. What a blessing. Storybook.
Nice. Your first Christmas as a priest. How exciting for your family.
Yes, looking forward to it. I was in the church yesterday as they were starting kind of decorating, putting the trees up in the church, and I got a sneak peek. The lights won't come on until Christmas, but I got a sneak peek last night of all the lights on, and it's beautiful. The beautiful church, and then didn't think it could get more beautiful, but it does at Christmas.
Nice. Now, a tradition here is the three
wise men, the three wise guys. The Jackson priest would love to sing for all of your viewers out
Awesome.
there. All right, gentlemen.
He
has never sung with us before, so this is another breaking news story on JTV is, to see if the parochial vicar of St. Mary's can carry a tune in a bucket. So let's see what happens.
All right, the three wise men.
Gentlemen. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies, with angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. O come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant, O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
That fella from Grass Lake on The Voice, he had nothing on us.
Oh,
okay. He may have had better hair.
Is he still
He may have had hair.
Yes, that's
But
true.
no, he got fifth place, didn't he?
Fifth place.
Yeah.
Yes. He's
Yeah,
back
that's
in
awesome.
town.
That's
Talent.
wonderful.
Have you had him on your show?
He's coming. We're working on it.
Isn't that
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Have him sing a number or two. That'd be great.
I think now that he's a professional, we have to pay him.
Oh,
We will always come for nothing.
Thank you.
yes.
Well, thanks for being here and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to
Likewise.
you and Merry Christmas, Jackson. God
Yes.
bless
Merry
you.
Christmas. God
Cheers.
bless.
Father Tyler Arns, Father Chaz Canoy, and Father Tim McDonald. We've got more on the show coming up.